There are some who create history and others who are blessed to watch history being created. Today we will speak about something that I believe could become a historic initiative in the history of Indian IPOs and the capital market, the LIC IPO. Namaste and welcome. My name is Priya Ghosh and today we are here to talk about a much awaited initial public offering of Life Insurance Corporation of India LIC, which will take place by mid-March 2022. This major IPO is from LIC, which is amongst the best-known institutions of India and with a track record of 65 years of nation-building and public service. So, please join me in welcoming Mr. Dilip Davda, a respected expert and analyst who will share insights and information about the LIC IPO. Dilip ji, welcome to this episode.
Thank you, Priya ji, for welcoming me. I am Dilip Davda, speaking for myself as a SEBI registered research analyst and have the credit of reviewing 2000 plus IPOs in the last 2.5 decades.
Priya ji, as you know, I am also a consulting editor for the respected website called chittorgarh.com, which is known for IPO reviews, broker comparison and city info, etc. etc.
Yes, Dilip ji.
I would like to clarify that I am having this chat with you about the LIC IPO only to create purely educational and informational content. My views and opinions must not be taken as investment advice. My views and opinions are all personal and based on my deep study of documents like DRHP of the LIC IPO and other information about it which is available on the public domain. And even if you, Priyaji, or any other listener or viewer wants to invest in the LIC IPO, please consult a qualified financial advisor for guidance and advice before you make an investment decision.
Yes, Dilip ji.
So, Priyaji, speaking for myself,
in my view, this IPO is going to create a record not only for subscription but also for the investors as a whole community, because I believe that LIC, to my mind, stands for lifelong investment choice for everyone who wants to invest in the stock market.
Yes, Dilip ji.
In addition to being India's largest insurer and the largest asset manager, LIC is the world's third strongest top 3 brands and the 10th most valued insurance brand globally. So it is a market leader and innovator. As a policyholder of LIC, I would certainly consider investing in this IPO for the long term so I can be a part of this blue chip company in the making.
Right, Dilip ji. And the government has also reserved some quota for the LIC policyholders as well.
Yes, Priyaji, you are right. As we know, Government of India is 100% owner of Life Insurance Corporation of India, and as a gesture of goodwill for the policyholders, it has reserved 10% of its issue portion for them.
For policyholders with active policies.
Correct. People who have valid and running life insurance policies from LIC, they can subscribe to this IPO. And to do that, they need to just link their PAN details and update them in the policy records of the corporation before February 28, 2022. Riyaji, I would also like to add that every investor must study all the information about the LIC IPO and must be aware of the risk also before deciding to make any investment. Anyone who is investing must only make a well-informed decision and not an emotional decision, even though it is a fact that LIC is the world's third most valuable brand and the 10th strongest insurance brand globally.
Yes, Dilip ji. LIC is a very large corporation and a financial conglomerate of India. Can you share some numbers about the size and the national impact of LIC?
Sure, Priyaji. LIC has 29 crore policy holders and over 13 lakh agents. Besides, it also has 2 lakh plus employees on its roll and it's covering 91% of districts in India. LIC will become the biggest listed company employer in India, employing close to 15 lakh plus people, including agents, which is double that of the current leaders in this category. Also, LIC's asset under management is over rupees 39 lakh crore, and that is definitely more than the GDP of 150 countries in the world.
That's very impressive indeed.
Also, Take a look at LIC's commanding market share in the Indian life insurance market, which is the 10th largest in the world and the 5th largest in Asia in terms of insurance premiums. 64.1% of gross written premium, 66.2% of new business premiums, 74.6% of individual policy issued, 81.1% of group policy issued. All of these are from LIC, and LIC has 56% of overall individual agents in India. LIC issued 2.1 crore individual life policies in India, a 75% market share of new individual policies issued in India for FY21. What is more, LIC is ranked 5th globally by life insurance gross written premiums when one compares its fiscal 2021 figures with global peers' 2020 figures. And LIC is 10th globally when compared to other life insurers' total assets as of December 31st, 2021.
Those are very strong numbers indeed, Dilip ji.
And wait, Priyaji, there is some more information about LIC. LIC's asset under management is more than 3.3 times of AUM of all private life insurance companies in India, approximately 16.2 times more than the AUM of the second largest in Indian life insurance, and it is more than 1.1 times the entire Indian mutual fund sector AUM, and 18.5% of India's annualized GDP of fiscal 2022. And Priyaji, when I look at all this data, I feel convinced that when the entity like LIC brings up an IPO, I think everyone will be keen to participate in it. In fact, Priyaji, I must say I tend to agree with what has been trending about the upcoming LIC IPO on social media. Ab देश करेगा निवेश. Now India will invest. But I will also hasten to add that anyone who wants to invest in any IPO must take a well-informed decision, because all IPOs are subject to market risk, etc. etc.
Yes, absolutely, Dilip ji. And speaking about being careful before investing, can you tell me if you have any concerns about this IPO? I mean, all IPOs carry an element of risk. Look at LIC too. You shared very impressive numbers about its good track record over decades. But LIC is a public sector undertaking. Will it have a free hand after the IPO? Because the government will hold 95%.
Well, Priyaji, we are all aware that till the formation of IRDA, LIC was operating under Special LIC Act and enjoyed many privileges. Under the IRDA regime, LIC has also increased its paid-up equity capital from Rs 5 crore to Rs 100 crore, and that currently stands at Rs 6325 crore. Mind well, LIC is diluting just 5% of its holding by offer for sale, and to stay listed, it will have to dilute another 20% within 2 years of listing. This will increase its liquidity as well going forward.
And Dilip ji, what is the basis of the valuation of LIC at nearly Rs 5.4 lakh crores? Can you please explain?
Yes, as per DRHP data, its embedded value is considered to be around Rs 5.4 lakh crore as per global standards. And based on this, the IPO size will be around Rs 65,500 crore. This will lead to a total market cap of LIC of over Rs 13 lakh crore, and will frame LIC in the top 3 listed companies in Indian stock markets, joining the club with Reliance and TCS.
Thank you, Dilip ji. So, after our conversation so far, I would definitely want to make use of this opportunity. In fact, I believe everyone, including working women, must consider this LIC IPO seriously, but take an informed decision about investing in it or not.
Yes, Priyaji. In fact, let me tell you, in my view, women are the most talented and wise category of investors.
I completely agree with you, sir. Which brings me to an important question. See, those who have been investing in IPOs, they know what exactly to do and how to be ready to be able to invest. But what about first timers and the LIC policyholders? Anyone who has not invested in an IPO ever, What should they do to be ready and prepared to invest in the LIC IPO if they want to?
Yes, as we all know, the government has reserved up to 10% of LIC's public issue for eligible policyholders who have to ensure that his or her PAN details are updated in the policy records of the corporation before February 28, 2022. But remember, the policies purchased after February 13th of 2022 will not be eligible for this IPO participation, but linkage of PAN is to be done before 28th of February 2022, and that is a must. Also, an important point to note, the government has also announced that all active policyholders will be entitled up to 10% of the issue size, and a special discount for them is most likely. So it's a wonderful opportunity for all LIC policyholders.
I agree with you, Dilipji, completely. So, can you advise the policyholders what are the steps to go about this process?
Oh, Priyaji, there are some easy steps to be followed by the policyholders. First, open your Demat account with your neighborhood depository participant broker. You can also open it on a digital broking app on your mobile. These apps can get your Demat account activated in a shortest possible time if you make all submissions to them.
And how can the policyholders link their PAN card to their policies?
See, linking of PAN card process is also very easy and very simple. 3 steps process to be done on LIC website or mobile. First, the LIC policyholder must seed the PAN card to his LIC insurance. They just have to visit licindia.in/home/online-pan-registration. They will see the section on the homepage at www.licindia.in. And PAN card holders can also visit the nearest CAC e-governance services centers across India to open their Demat account and be ready to invest in LIC IPO.
And where can they get information about the nearest CAC e-governance service center to visit and create a free Demat account?
Yes, Priyaji, let me answer this question by educating our listeners. CSCs are common service centers. These are access points for delivery of various electronic services to villages in India. They contribute to a digitally and financially inclusive society. To know about the nearest CSCs, you can call 1800-121-3468 or visit the closest Gram Panchayat.
Thank you so much, Dilipji, for the information. So everyone, whether they have an LIC insurance policy or not, can invest in the LIC IPO after taking an informed decision? Great. How much time do these 3 steps you mentioned take to be completed so that the person can invest in LIC IPO if they want to do so?
Priyaji, all they need is Demat. Visit CSC with your PAN card and open an Demat account. Link it to your bank account and you are ready to invest in LIC IPO. You also must get registered with nearby broker for doing any trades of your Demat holdings.
Yeah, so this is a great opportunity then. Every active policyholder can apply through this route. So how can an LIC policyholder apply to invest in this IPO?
Riyazi, it's very simple. Go through the policyholder category and invest up to a maximum of rupees 2 lakh Indian rupees. Contact your broker or agent and do it as it is very simple. In the LIC IPO, holder of an active policy can apply under the policyholder category in addition to the usual category. In this case, the users will have to choose between 2 different applications. So remember, it is important that your PAN is updated in LIC records so you can avail dual benefit. And also the PAN card in your Demat account and your LIC policy must have the same number.
So I'll repeat this for our listeners' benefit. All active LIC policy holders are eligible to apply under this route. You do not need to buy a new policy to apply under the policy holders category. Remember, you just need to be active policy holder with LIC and should have PAN records updated in your LIC policy. That's it. So yes, Dilipji, I completely agree with what you said some time back that is trending on all social media. That is, Desh Karega Nivesh. But of course, every investor should make an informed decision and not to miss the opportunity for knowing more and then deciding to take a call that might benefit them greatly.
Yes, Priyaji, I fully agree with you. And as we have been noticing, though LIC is known as Life Insurance Corporation of India, in my view, LIC would stand for lifelong investment choice for all investors who are going to have informed decision.
Wow! So, I would strongly encourage everyone, including women, to find out more information about and then make a decision, but definitely not to miss the opportunity for knowing more about investing in LIC IPO and then deciding to take a call that might benefit them greatly.
Absolutely, Priyaji. One must always be cautious, careful, fully well informed, and judicious about investing one's hard earned money into any IPO. Speaking for myself, I would not like to miss this opportunity of investing in LIC IPO. For me, LIC stands for lifelong investment choice, and I am going to encash on.
Absolutely, Dilipji. I think even I won't miss this opportunity of investing in this IPO. But of course, everyone has to make their own informed decision before investing. Thank you so much, Dilipji, for your time and all the expertise and insights on the LIC IPO.
You are most welcome, Priyaji, and we will continue to have this kind of discussions till the LIC IPO hits the market.
Thank you so much, Dilipji. And I also agree with you, Dilipji, that LIC is indeed a lifelong investment choice. अब देश करेगा निवेश and उन्हें करना भी चाहिए. So, thank you for your time. Do consider LIC IPO option, but in a safe and informed way. Stay safe. Bye bye.